What's up, guys? Today is all about juggling. We talk about juggling a lot, but it's a great way to have some fun with the ball and get some touches. You can even work on your agility, your balance, things like this. It's really, really good for you. Some of us don't like it, and that's usually because we're not very good at it. But the cool thing about juggling is the more you do it, you get better pretty quickly as long as you commit to it. So all you need today is a tennis ball and then a regular size 5 ball, and we're going to use both, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is just juggling and trying to get as many as you can. The only stipulation is you have to use more than just one foot. So you have to work in either your weak foot or your thighs or your head, whatever you can. So we're using whatever we can to keep the ball up in the air. And we're just trying to get our high. There's no time limit. There's nothing like that. All you're doing is juggling, getting your high, right? If the ball hits the ground, we keep our score that we had before the ball hit the ground. And then we keep that in our head. So if I juggle 30 times and then it drops, 30 is my high, and I'm just going to keep going after that and try and beat 30, right? So I start again from 0. Here we go. So I got to 49, so then I would just keep going. Don't stop if you get your score. Don't just stop and go do something else. Give it 10, 12, 15, 100 tries, whatever it takes to get as many as you can. So that was 49. I would just start again from 0, try and beat 49. A lot of times what you'll see is you might even double your score on the second try. So just keep going, okay? All right, so next in our juggling series, we have what's called crisscross. And what crisscross is you're going to juggle the ball, and you have a certain pattern that you're doing, which is, let's say I start with my right foot. I go right foot, right thigh, left thigh, right foot, right thigh, left thigh. And the counting is every time you juggle the ball. The only thing is, if you come off of that pattern, you have to start again, right? So if I go right foot, right thigh, left thigh, and then left foot, I do it incorrectly, my high is still just 4. So I have to start over. So I'm counting how many times I juggle the ball with the correct pattern. So let's give it a try. Okay, so I wasn't counting, but I'll go back and look at the video and see how many I got, which you can do too. If you're filming yourself and you're not sure on the counting, just go back and look at the video and you can see how many you got. That is crisscross. Okay, so the next one, we're just gonna call surfaces. And what you're trying to do is juggle the ball with as many surfaces as you can, okay? And the surfaces that I'm talking about are right lace, left lace, right thigh, left thigh, outside right, outside left, right shoulder, left shoulder, chest, and head. So there's 10 surfaces in all. And the way it works is you're just going to start juggling. You don't have to go in a certain order. You just have to touch the ball while the ball's in the air with as many of those surfaces as you can. So on that one, I did right lace, right thigh, so that's 3. Outside right, that's 4, and I think I got a right shoulder, so that would have been 5 out of 10. So when it drops, I just start over, trying to get as many surfaces as I can. Obviously, perfect is a 10 out of 10. If you can hit all your surfaces while the ball's still in the air and doesn't drop, then you can get a 10 out of 10, all right? So just to show you again, we've got right foot, left foot, right outside, left outside, right thigh, left thigh, right shoulder, left shoulder, chest, and head. Right, so we're trying to hit all of those while the ball is still in the air. It's pretty tough to do. I only got 5 out of 10. See if you can beat me. Okay, so next we have juggling with our head. For this one, the ball starts in your hands, and all you're trying to do is see how many headers you can get in a row. And again, just starting with my hands, and then if it's falling, I can catch it, and then I go again. And again, as soon as the ball falls, you have to start over and just keep your high score. Here we go. Okay, so I got 12 in a row. My advice on these is a lot of times when you head the ball, it's gonna go forward because that's what you're used to doing. Well, that's kind of just what ends up happening. So try and almost hit the ball backwards and it'll go straight up in the air. And yeah, just count your high score in a row and keep going. Try over and over and over again to get as many as you can. Okay, so last we're gonna juggle with the tennis ball. And you're like, why are we juggling with a tennis ball? Because it requires serious concentration. If you're not concentrating when you're doing this, you're gonna get like 1 or 2 and that's it. But the more you concentrate, the more you think about your foot shape, the better off you're gonna be, okay? So all you're trying to do is juggle the tennis ball as many times as you can. You can use whatever surface you want. Just keep the ball up in the air. When it drops, we start over. Here we go, let's give it a try. Okay, so my high was 8. That was after quite a few tries. I didn't put those in the video because it would have taken too long, but I probably did maybe 20 attempts to get 8. I'd like you guys to be getting 10 or more. And again, just spend some time with it, really concentrate. It's gonna teach you about your foot shape. So we don't want our foot pointing back at us. We want it kind of pointed forward, which is gonna create a little bigger surface area. It's also gonna be a flatter surface for the tennis ball to go straight up. So work on that, have some fun with it, and let me know your high scores.